Hi everyone, today we are going to see about the basic knowledge about how to work with Git, GitHub, and how to install GitHub on Windows, and how to configure that GitHub, and how to communicate with your repository file, how to share your project files to that repository, how to bring again your required file from the repository to your local systems. So in these perspectives we are going to see in this session. Okay, so let me brief the agenda. Okay, so see the agenda. The first thing we are going to see about what is Git. Okay, and second we are going to see about what is GitHub, and third we are going to see on how to install Git on Windows, and also we are going to see some of the configurations. Okay, how to configure the Git to work finely with your Windows, and the next one we are going to work with how to clone the repository in your GitHub cloud-based environment. Okay, so how we are going to clone the repository from the cloud-based environment like your GitHub. Okay, so let me put like this: clone your repository. Okay, and sixth one we are going to cover how to create file. Let me put in a simple way: create file using very familiar command which is called echo. And next one we are going to see the certain operations, which is how to add the file, and how to apply the commit, and how to push file to the GitHub files to GitHub. Okay, these are the content we are going to see, and 100% is going to be a beginner uh, approach to learn the Git and GitHub. Okay, let me go very briefly about this, and let me start this in a better way. Okay, what is Git? We have a question, right? So as per our agenda, we have been given the agenda in a sequence. So let me go with a sequence. Okay, first, the first one is we have a question: what is Git? We have a thing: what is Git? Okay, okay, and the Git is like a version control system. Okay, generally we can put it in the term which is called version control system. Okay, what is version control systems? So probably for initial day I'll be starting with a projects or something else. I'm going to have the first version, initial version of it. Okay, when I append some of the features into it, it is going to be the next versions. And thirdly, if an append with another features, going to be a the another version. Okay, similarly we can have number of versions, so those can be very decently maintained in an environment which is called Git. So that's why we put it in a single word which is called Git is a version control systems. So how it is going to help, to whom it is going to be help? Okay, so let me put in this way: it is going to help completely for the developers. Okay, the people who are going to develop, or the programmers for the projects or something else, it is going to work on this. Who is going to benefit? Developers are going to benefit. In what are the ways you are going to benefit? They can track code changes. They can track code changes. So let me, okay, they can track the code changes, and they can manage the proper versions. Okay, proper versions of their project. Okay, let me write this: manage the proper version of projects. Okay, and when we are working with a team, it is very useful. Okay, it will be very useful when work with teams. Okay, you may form a group in a Git, and you can work in a very flexible way, in a flexible manner with the team. Okay, and another one of the most benefit thing is you can restore the previous versions. Okay, so you can previous versions. So this is the majorly we'll focus on uh, what is the reason why we go or depend on a Git. Okay, it is completely going to deal with the version control processing, and who is going to be benefit your developers, and what are the content we are going to see on this is we are going to track code changes, and we follow a proper version of your projects. It is 100% we are going to manage that, and in a team we are going to work with this. And also if I want to take the previous version which is affordable, I can take that. Okay, easily I can restore the previous versions. This is the greater advantage of going for your Git. Okay, so and in a concise way or in a precise way, we can say that Git, the simplest form, I can say what is Git, where I should use. So Git is mainly used in software development process. Software development process. Okay, software development process. Let me go on to the next one, which is called what is GitHub. What is the next one is what is what is Git? What is GitHub? Okay, let me see this. It's a cloud platform. Okay, the Git, which is completely a version control, right? Good. And here, see here we are going to store the content in your online platform. We are going to store the content. We are going to store our projects or something else. Going to be store it in an online platform, which for our future use or something else, that is going to be a GitHub. Okay, simple. Git is going to be work locally, and GitHub is going to be store your content on the online platform. That's all. Okay, how we can call this? So it is a we can put it in a simple way. I'll write here cloud platform. Okay, I'm going to have a folder structure in a cloud platform. That's all. I'm going to have a project structure or project folder in a cloud platform. Okay, so I'll put it bracket. I put it in a bracket. It's a online. Okay, and what are the things you can do here? What are the possible actions you can do here? It is online uploading your projects, share codes, uploading projects, share codes, and even you can collaborate with teams, and even you can host website. Okay, instead of you working with your Netlify, Versal, and Heroku or something else, even in your GitHub you can host your own profile. Okay, single page applications can be 100% hosted in your GitHub environment. Okay, and also we can also manage the project history. Okay, we can manage the project history. So these are the possible things can be given if someone asks about what is a GitHub. Okay, it's a cloud platform. Thing is which you are going to store your project folder online. Here the possible things is you can upload your projects and share your codes, and you can collaborate with your teams, and even you can host your pages, and you can manage your project history. Okay, uh, and third one, I hope you have understood the difference between what is Git and GitHub. So now we can say Git is local and GitHub is online. Okay. So we can have that too here. So simply we can put in this thing. I can store the project folder in a local machine, and GitHub I'm going to put same same in the online. Okay. So that's the difference. We go for other one which is called, see here we are going to discuss the other one which is called how to install Git on Windows. How to install Git on Windows. Okay, we can see that one by one. Practically till now I've given the basic introduction what is Git and GitHub for betterment of working hands-on sessions. Okay, I hope you have been understood this. Let me move on to the hands-on sessions. Okay, since okay, so you'll be getting your Chrome. There I'm going to make use of one thing which is called Git. Okay, I'm going to make use of the thing which is called Git. Okay, When you click on this, it will move on to this particular website. So it will be available for both Windows and Mac. So let me take this. In my machine already have been installed. So you can do that also. See here, you'll be looking on Windows install for Windows. Okay. So this is your software's versions, the release of it. So just click on this. It will be available for Windows, Mac, Linux. Okay. You can take anything, but my system is about your Windows, so I'll go for this. It started getting installed. Okay, so let me find in my system. I have my Git Bash. Yeah, yeah, already I've installed it. Already have Git Bash into it. So, so once you have done the installations, you'll be getting an thing like this. Or else, if you are able to find the versions, or if you want to confirm whether this particular software is installed in your machine, it just you open your command prompt on your any workspace or work locations, and type git hyphen hyphen version. So you can see the version of it. So I have git version 2.53.0 dot windows. Okay, this is the version. Okay, generally. So in order to pitch your version of your git bash, you can pitch on this. Okay, once it's done, you can easily work with all the stuffs. Okay, so as of now, we have been very clear. Just we have been visited the your browser and your and we have been visit to this particular link, and we are able to have a it is compatible for all types of OS platform. So based on that, I have been started installing it, downloaded. Okay, download is under process for now is concerned, but I have already installed it. The installation is very simple. Just you're going to choose next and install. That's all. Once it's done, you can just reconfirm whether that is happened on your machine by giving this particular command, which is git space hyphen hyphen versions. You are able to get the visualization of the version of your git. So once it's done, you can able to work on it. Okay, so we have till now we have done the installation, and till now we have done with versions. Okay, and now we are going to work with the GitHub account. Okay, so we are going to work with the GitHub account in that cases. So why we go for some of the GitHub account? Let me choose this one. Okay, let me try this. We are login or something else, whether it's going to login or something else. Okay, let me log in this. You can use your Google account, or you can sign in. Okay, so done. You got the dashboards. Okay, you got the dashboards. So now here we are going to create your repository. See, this is your dashboard. Here you have a plus sign. Okay, and we have to make a configurations. So the configuration in the sense like we have a locally we have a atmosphere of creating a folder, and we have to establish the connection between the local folder to your git folder. In that case, for running this particularly successful way, we are trying to use the git bash. Okay, so first we'll try to configure. Configuration is the initial step that to be done in a perfect way. So let me go for the profile and check for okay, so let me go for the profile and see that. Yeah, go to the profile. Your profile name is this one. Okay, and if you have your mail ID, even you can take that mail ID also. So I've given my mail ID or something else. You have to mention, you are going to refer that mail ID also. Okay. Um, so how we are going to explore, do that? Okay. Let me try over here. Okay. Um, First of all, I create the repository. Click on here. You will find new issues and repository. Click the new repository over here. So once you're given, it asks for the repository name. Here I'm going to give as demo. Already we have a demo. So I go for git hyphen demo. Okay. It is also available. Okay. Sample. Uh, Let me give this. Yeah, it's available. No need for the descriptions. Ensure that you are choosing the visibility is public. So once it is public, that's great. You go for create the repository. The repository is nothing but the folder in an online environment. Okay, it's a simple a project folder. I'm going to create a project folder name which is called demo. I created it. So once you created, you'll be getting another environment like this. Okay, so quick setup. This is very, very essential. So probably the first time while you are creating the repository, it will give the information, complete information, how you should run the commands which are related to the Git from your Git bashes. Okay, even we can run with your command line also. Okay, using your command prompt, you can also you can also work on this. Okay, um, come here. We'll see this. This is very, very important. You have to copy this. You have to copy this, and before that you have to configure. So for configuring this, you have to use this name. Okay, let me use this name. uh, First I'll do the configuration process. So wherever you work or something else, you can use of it. Let me go with my folder structures. I'll take my uh, I'll create a folder over here. From here we'll start working on it. Git demo. Let me create the folder git hyphen demo. Okay. So here you can call the command prompt. Done. 100%. You can check once again the version of it. Version. Great. Now we are going to establish the connections. Okay. How we are going to establish the connections? Okay, very simple. We are going to use git config. These are the commands. Git config hyphen hyphen global global space user dot name. Ensure that you are giving dot. Okay, name and your name and your name, which is your profile name. Okay, you are given your profile name. That's all. Enter it. So and next we are going to work on the email. Okay, let me check whether I given the email. Go to the repository. So both the things are going to be act as a mediator to communicate between your local machine to this is going to be your profile name, I think so. So let me rerun this now. So instead of this, you're going to put this. Okay, done. And your mail ID. Whether we have a mail ID. So we're going to have a mail ID. Okay, I'll go on a mail ID and I'll save this. This is going to be a profile social link. Okay, let me try this. Okay, git user dot email. Okay, okay, and you can have your mail. Okay. Yeah, done. So we are going to verify this Git configurations. For that cases, Git config hyphen list. Okay. We have been verified the configurations. We have been verified the configurations. So after that, you can start cloning your repo. Okay. So this is the workspace where I'm going to work on Git demo. So now what I'm going to do here, it is Git clone. I need the link where I supposed to clone. Okay. So let me go to the link. See here, this is the link we created the demo Git, right? Just copy this and just come back to your command prompt and paste it. Get it. Just get into the end. I mean, yeah, we have been just copied the empty folder. That is what it's saying it. So once it's done, you can check here by giving the dir. The folder is done. Now cd demo. Okay. So we have to have one more command, which is going to be very useful. After cloning it, we are going to give one more command, which is called git init. I'm going to initialize. So this is one of the most important commands, very, very mandatory when you are working with Git. Okay, Git init. So what actually does, you can check here. It will create some hidden files related to the functionality of initiating some set of files where can able to have the proper communication between your local machine to your cloud platform. That's all. Okay. And after doing it, you're going to create a file. So let me create some file. I'm going to create some two set of files. So I'm going to create my readme file. Okay. Then have the file name read.md. Done. Okay. The next one, same. Just I'm going to apply the echo command. That's all. Okay. Use any commands. Any commands. I use heading hello. Close this and have the file name index.html. That's all. So let me check that file has created. Yeah, we have a read and index files. Okay, two files we have created, but still we didn't add it in for your Git. Okay, we didn't add it to the Git. So in order to add that, we have some commands. Check the status of the command. So see here, I have a clue. Once you added, this file is going to be changed as a green color. Okay. So see that how it is going to be happen. So git add dot. What is the meaning of it? We are going to add the file to the. We are going to add this file completely, all the files. Okay. Let me check once again the git status command. See, now it is added. Okay. So almost we have done this. So now what we are trying to do is we are going to save. For saving it, we use commit, git commit -m. Okay. And we are going to have some clues. Okay. Like file name to save your file. Similarly, I'm going to have, this is going to be a first commit. So I'm going to give commit. Yeah, done. We have saved the file. Okay. So now what we try to do is we try to push. We are going to try to push the file. So how to push the file? Okay, just git use this command push. Wait for a while. We are trying to move the index.html. It asks for signing in your system. For the first time, if you are trying it, it asks for this. Let me try with this. Okay. And So I'm going to use the passkey. Let me try this also. Using QR code, I'm going to try this. So in that case, you use your QR code. Yeah, its device is connected. Yeah, it's verifying. Since I'm doing it for the first time, it asks for it. I'm waiting for the verification code. Okay. So let me check my mail ID. Yeah, I got the verification code from the GitHub. So let me have my verification code. So it has verified. So once the authentication is done, you can easily work with this. Okay. So let me close this. So see here, now it is get uploaded. Let me go to that our profile. We'll see. Let me choose check on the projects. Check on the projects. Let me rename this. Everything is up to date. And go to this. See here, we have been transferred the file which we created in the local machine to the cloud. We have index.html, we have a read.md. See here, the heading hello is there, right? And read.md, we have readme file. So this is the way how we supposed to work with Git. So we have been initially known about what is Git and what is GitHub. So Git is a version control system and it completely used for the developer environment. And what possibility things can done with this Git is we can track the code changes and manage the proper version of projects. And also we work with teams and restore the previous versions. And Git is a software development process, and GitHub, it's a cloud platform. Okay, so we are going to have we have been stored all this file in a cloud, right? So that is why it called as a cloud platform. And what we are trying to do here, we try to upload our project details. Okay, maybe the index file or any kind of informations related to the project are stored in a cloud. Okay, and also we can try to share the code and the team, if you have a team of 7 members with 7 different functionalities, those functionalities can be collaborated in a single GitHub environment. So that is why we call us collaborate with the teams and hosting the web page. Even you can have your own simple website over here. And 100% we are going to manage the project history. Okay, we are going to see the project history. See, in the sense like you have complete informations. So who has done the first commit, when it was saved 5 minutes ago, all those stuffs can be done. So we can try one more thing. We can create one more file. See here, I can create one more file, echo. uh, okay, so we can have one more file, echo. See here what we have done this. Let me write that echo command from here. uh, See here, and I'll have the name as index1. Okay, but we have to uh, commit this file. So I'm going to have update commit. Okay, and so I didn't add it out, that's why it's in red color. So kindly try to add git add dash. After that only we have to give the commit. So then you go for pushing it. So I want to push this. Okay, so git push, that's all. It will communicate it to your demo file. So once you are getting this kind of output on your screen, you can look here, index to index, the recent informations will be loaded over here. See here, index1.html is loaded. Okay, so this is the way how we can upload. I have done it in a very simple format. This is going to be completely useful for the beginners who try to upload their own very simple single page application or something, any very simple applications to the Git based environment. Okay, I hope you have been understood about it. Okay, and we'll see elaborately in one more sessions. Thank you. We can see in an elaborative session in another topic. Okay, thank you all. So till now we have completed this. So as per our agendas, we completed this. Created file using echo and add push file to the GitHub. Thank you all.